Hi, welcome to Perri Pierre podcast. Our next guest is Jasmine Burke. She's an actress, filmmaker, book author, and singer. Her latest film, Karen, is expected to premiere on BET soon, but you can see her in movies like Entanglement, The Secret Life of Bees, Mississippi Down, Angrily Ever After, and more. So, Jasmine, welcome. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was checking out actually your book today. I wouldn't be able to get it before, but I saw on the back of it, you write your book, Work Your Audition. Every journey begins with taking the first step. So, do you remember when you took the first step towards theater and towards acting and singing when you were like a child in Atlanta?
Yes, I remember being in elementary school and being the first one to raise my hand to volunteer to be in the school play. I remember being in middle school and actually becoming a part of the drama club. I continued that into high school. I was heavy in the drama club scene. Like that, those were my people. That was my stomping grounds in the drama club, the theater department. And that's really where the love of the craft really developed, because my high school drama teacher, Mr. Jury, he was so serious about theater, and he brought his love and passion for it to us and really expected the best out of us. He treated us as if we were already in the professional world of acting, and we had to audition for plays. There was seniority. Even if you had been the lead before, it didn't mean you were going to be the lead the following year. You had to get back out there and fight for it. And I didn't realize that I was learning valuable lessons that would stay with me once I became a professional actress years later. But that's where it started for me, musical theater, from elementary, middle, and high school.
Oh, okay. And then after high school, you went to Kennesaw State University on a full ride.
Yes.
Was your major theater there?
Communication.
Okay.
Communication, media studies.
Oh, okay. And then
I didn't know that being an actor was this profession. I've been doing it all my life for fun.
Okay.
So once I went to college, the narrative was, okay, you have to pick a career, and no one was saying that acting could be that. And so I didn't know either until I was at Kennesaw State University studying communications and really having a burning desire to act. And so I got out there in the world and started figuring out, okay, how am I going to have an acting career? And I've been doing it ever since.
Right. Yeah. But you went to Harvard too, right? You studied film there?
Yes, later in life. I have been writing, producing, directing my own content for many, many years. And I decided to attend Harvard University to study film just so I can see, what do they say about it in the textbooks? I know what I've been learning. I know what I've been learning on my own, building my own blocks brick by brick, but I want to know what they say about it in the textbooks. And it was a very valuable experience. And while I was studying film at Harvard, I wrote, produced, directed, edited 4 documentaries. So it was a very valuable experience.
That's really nice. But then after Kennesaw State University, how were you able to get your first agent?
I received my first agent through a relationship, someone who was very well connected, saw my talent, and decided to make an introduction. And every agent that I've had since then has been the same thing, through relationships.
Right.
Relationships are so important.
No, yeah, for sure. For sure. A lot of agents actually in Hollywood or in the film industry, if you don't have like a referral, they won't even watch your reels or anything. So that's really, really important. And then your first ever film role was in Tyler Perry's Daddy's Little Girl.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you remember what it felt like when you got the call from your agent or your manager about the booking?
I didn't have an agent or a manager at that time. So that is something that I was able to book through the grace of God. And um, the feeling, it was surreal. It's surreal. Like, is this really happening? And it was.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. But you've worked with Tyler Perry afterwards. What is it like working with him?
It was a very great experience working with him.
Yeah. So in the Secret Life of Bees, you were in the scene with actress Queen Latifah. She's a veteran actress. There was also Alicia Keys. You know, she was renowned for as a singer. Also Jennifer Hudson, who I think she had just won an Oscar at the time. So what was it like your first day on set shooting that scene? Like, were you a little bit like nervous at any point, or was it just like, pure excitement working with all of those people?
Oh my goodness, nervousness, nervousness. Yes, because it was such a huge production. I believe at that time it was the biggest production I had been on, and just seeing the level of the production, the light and
Mhm.
all the crew. There was hundreds of crew. It
Right.
was hundreds of people working behind the scenes in every department, and just seeing these very talented individuals, and I'm in a scene with them. I have dialogue with them. It was
Mhm.
very validating, and just it gave me a boost of confidence to know this is where I belong. And they were very nice, pleasant to work with,
Mhm.
and I had a chance to work with Queen Latifah again and star many years later.
Mhm.
So it was a great full circle moment when Star happened later down the line.
Yeah, start with Ryan Ryan Destiny, and yeah, I remember I went to the premiere of that in LA. So I think Jennifer Hudson once told you that you were going to make it to the top. Was it during the production of that film?
Yes, it was during the production of Secret Life of Beasts.
Yeah,
She was very kind, very kind.
yeah,
It was just a quick moment. It wasn't, anything extensive. It was just very quick in passing. And she gave me that incredible compliment, and it has stayed with me ever since.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that helped, like in terms of your confidence and later on too in auditions and whatnot, right? In that whole
Yes.
yeah. So you wrote the book Work Your Audition. So what compelled you to write it, and also where can people get it? And then, like, what are some of the techniques that probably you have in the book, without giving away too much, that have helped you doing like auditions and whatnot?
Yes. So I was inspired to write Work Your Audition when my agent at the time constantly complimented me on my self tape, the quality, and the performances. And she said, wow, you really should talk to other actors to give them some tips on how to do it, because you always turn in excellent tapes.
Hmm.
And at the time, self tape was such a new way to audition. It wasn't as prevalent as it is now. It was brand new. So, and no one was teaching us how to self tape. We just knew they said send the tape. So you had to figure out how to do that. And once my agent told me that, I said, well, maybe she's right. And I wrote the book. And I've been teaching workshops and helping actors have stellar self tape auditions, as well as going into the room, tips about that. And I wrote this book way before there was a pandemic. And now self-tape is more king than it was before. So the Worker Audition book is a timeless classic. The information is evergreen, and people can get their copy at bookingseason.com, where I will be offering a lot of great information on there as well. Some other free ebooks. You can get the audio of the Worker Audition book there in a package. You can get the book, the audio, and you can take the Worker Audition video course.
Okay.
So it's a lot of great goodies over there. It's bookingseason.com.
Bookingseason.com. And it's also available on Amazon too, right?
And the book is available on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's I wanna check it out. I wanna get it. So you start in Bounce TV's Saint and Sinners alongside a past guest Vanessa Bell Calloway. So I've been watching it since like the first season. I'm up to season 4 now, like episode 3 or 4. So tell me a little bit about the show, the plot for people who don't know about it, and then how'd you get involved? And is there another season that's coming out soon?
We are eagerly awaiting news about another season. So as soon as we are informed, we will inform the world. We're very hopeful.
Yeah.
Season 5 was an incredible ride, a very entertaining ride for everyone involved. I had a chance to host season 5 live on the Bounce TV Facebook page, where we went live every Sunday before the show comes on. And we just had an opportunity to speak to the fans. The fans got an opportunity to speak to us, ask us questions, and talk to the cast, the crew, the directors, writers. It was a very intimate experience, and it was fun. So Saints and Sinners is about sex, murder, scandal, corruption,
Greed.
Greed in a small town called Cypress, Georgia. And it centers around the first family of a megachurch, which Vanessa Bell Calloway is the first lady. I play her daughter, Dr. Christy, and our grandmother, Lady Bird, the grand dame of it all.
She's bad, isn't she?
She's so entertainingly delicious to watch. Donna Bisco.
Yeah. That's I watched I think episode 4 where like she, without giving too much away, like with what happened with your brother and everything. So how'd you get involved in it? Was it an audition?
Yes, I auditioned. George Pierre, a casting director, called me.
Pierre.
Yeah. Yes. He thought of me. He called me. He said, Jasmine, there's a role in this new series. I want you to put yourself on tape, send it to us. And from there, I sent the tape, and the deal was made.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, today I got a chance to watch Entanglement. It had another title before, right? Did you guys change it? Okay.
It did. Entanglement, it was previously entitled Last Night a DJ Saved My Life.
Okay. Is the title changed because of Jada and Will's story thingy?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I know the distributors changed it just to make it shorter and more appealing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was able to watch it on Amazon. I think it's it's a very interesting story. And then Karen, that's coming out.
Yes.
Do you have a date for that yet?
I'll be able to announce a date very soon.
Okay. Have you experienced Karen stuff before in your life?
I have, but what it is the film is art imitating life.
Right.
It's art imitating life. Coke Daniels was inspired to write Karen during the Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, all the protests that were happening around the nation. And he felt, how can I use my art, my voice, my talent, my gift to contribute to the culture and to the dialogue in the present state of our world? And he sat down at his computer and wrote Karen. And so it's just really a privilege to be able to use your art for a bigger cause and a message that is truly affecting people in real time.
Right. Yeah, no, it's I read an article that says it's almost like the Get Out, but I don't think it's like the Get Out though. I feel like it's they go different directions in terms of like your dynamic with your husband, your character's dynamic with your husband, and the character, the Get Out's characters. So yeah, I think it was very different. So I have a question. So if let's say you get a call tomorrow from your agent or your manager, right? You have two offers on the table. One, you get to play the lead in a superhero film, like a big blockbuster movie, superhero film. You get paid like 7 figures. And then another offer, so each one or the other. Another offer, you get to play maybe like an August Wilson play adaptation, something like a film that could be directed by Denzel, that's gonna give you a lot of like, maybe an Oscar nomination or an Oscar or other awards. Which one would you go with?
I go with the script and the story that moves me, that I feel I could be most effective in.
Oh, okay. All right. So for a young actress watching you from Atlanta that wants to do film, that wants to do television, what advice would you have for them?
My advice I would give is to not ask for so much advice.
Okay.
Yes, because it's such an individual journey. There's just like our thumbprints, there are no two journeys in the history of the world that are alike. Right. So someone can, when you ask for advice, the person is going to give you an answer based on their experience. Right. And you already know that's not going to be your experience. So get out there and just try to figure it out the best way you know how, just like they did.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. So what legacy do you want to live when this is all said and done?
I want to make my family proud. I want to make God proud first and foremost. And I want to feel within my own soul that I knew the assignment, and even when times got hard, even when things were not clear and I didn't know everything, all the answers, I still had the courage and the determination to keep getting up every time, even if I had to drag myself up off the ground. I want to be able to look back and say, each time I stood back up, each time I stood up, no matter what.
Okay. And okay. Where can people see you next? Other than Karen, obviously that's gonna be released hopefully soon.
Yes. Well, other than Karen, which we are anticipating, we're so excited for the world to see Karen. And it is not what you think it is. I'm going to say that. Okay. I've seen people have a lot of opinions, but it's not what you think it is.
I don't know why
but we love it.
Yeah, it's good. It's always good.
We love it. Continue to be curious, but we can't wait for you to see it and then have a conversation after that. But beyond Karen, of course, you can follow me on social media at THE Jasmine Burke. Mm-hmm. And, stay connected with me, bookingseason.com. I'll be teaching a live workshop very soon. I'll make that announcement on bookingseason.com.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much, Jasmine, and looking forward to Karen and the other projects as well. And take care.
Thank you. You take care as well.